Yeah, what up guys, it's the big bad TKF here, and I ate your parents. I'm joking. So yeah, here's another Wi-Fi battle for you guys. I thought about it, and I thought, well, you know, you guys are really wanting some more Wi-Fi battles, so here's another one for you guys. I know I haven't done any in quite a while, but anyway, this guy, I was actually really honoured because this guy said he'd seen a lot of my videos, he really liked my stuff, he said he was a really big fan, and yeah, that's really cool. It's really nice for me to be able to get to battle one of my fans. It's just crazy, you know, never set out to gain fans or anything, but nevertheless, I'm really grateful. It's actually really cool. So here's the battle, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. Pretty cool. So I'm going to start off with Feck Hex, which is my old Alakazam, as you might remember. So he's going to set the spikes, and I'm going to trick him a choice scarf. He's carrying a Quick Claw, which is an illegal item, so yeah. But anyway, I'm going to go for the Charge Beam because it raises special attack. That's the only reason I'm running it. And I do get the spec attack raise twice in a row, which is why I'm running it, because it's a really good move to have. So now he goes into this, and I'm like, okay, it's going to be a Flame Orb set. And it is. So he's going to go for the U-turn, and yeah, that kind of sucks because I didn't expect it to be faster, but you know. So he goes into this thing, and I'm like, oh yeah, oh yeah. So I go for the Leech Seed, and he goes for the Body Slam, and I'm not worried because I'm very bulky, which is fine. So I'm going to get all of that good juicy stuff back, and Snorlax has got a lot of HP. So I'm going to go into TKF now, and he's going to switch out into Kazam. And I'm going to get the nice lefties back. He's going to go for the Calm Mind, and I'm going to go for the Body Slam. Because I want this thing slow. I do not want this thing setting up and being faster, so I'm just going to go for the double Body Slam there. He's going to get the Power Hex, and that's just lovely because that thing could have been a threat to me, but it's not anymore. So he goes into this. I protect to see what he does. He goes for a Brave Bird, which is fine. So I protect again to get some more burn damage off on him. And yeah, I just let him go for the U-turn because it's not going to do shit all to me. So he sends in Gyarados now, and I go for the Body Slam and paralyze it because it was a bad play actually. I should have gone for the Fire Punch because I knew this thing was a DD and Dragon DD Gyarados. So I should have gone for the burn, but I went for the paralysis anyway because yeah, fail. So he's gonna excuse me, he's gonna switch into his Machamp now, and I'm gonna go into Feed Me. All my pokes are going to have really cool names like that with expressions to go with it. So I'm just going to go for the Surf because it's Stab, which is same type advantage bonus. Yeah. So I'm going to go for the Hidden Power there. I'm not going to reveal what that is because I'm so pro. No, it's Hidden Power Electric. So I'm going to go for the Wish. He's going to Body Slam, and it's going to do nothing, which is really cool because Vaporeon is a wall. I'm going to be able to Surf again, and it does nothing, which is fine. And I get Power Hexed, which actually is fine. I really don't mind because now I'm able to switch out and go into my Celebi that's actually carrying the Heal Bell. So he's going to withdraw and go into Moo, and I'm going to withdraw and go into my Heatran, maybe? I don't know. So I go into my Ran because I'm like, yeah, I can outspeed this piece of piss. But I don't, which is crazy. I'm scarfed, man. Max speed trans scarfed, and yeah. So I think there's something dodgy going on there. But he goes for the Earthquake, and yeah, it gets a crit. And I was like, wow, that was a crit. So now I'm actually in a happy place right now. So he's going to go for another Earthquake, and I'm like, this is great. I can set up a Wish, I can protect, I can do whatever I need to do. And I'm thinking this is a Resto Chesto Snorlax, so I'm just keeping that in mind. So I'm going to be able to get that back, which is really cool. Now I'm at full health again after the lefties, almost. And I know this can take a close combat like a pro, like it actually does. It's so good. Now I'm able to go for the Surf and finish that off, which could have been a problem. So that's going to be down. So he's going to go back into Tiny as I switch out into, oh yeah, oh yeah. And he's going to be able to get off the EQ, which does nothing to this. So I'm just going to go and set off the Heal Bell, I think, for Celebi, for Feed Me, after I get the Leech Seed, which is really cool. Should be doing it any time now. Getting ahead of my Wi-Fi battles again. Got to stop doing this. Okay, so I'm going to switch out and go into my Rachi because Rachi rules. He's going to go for the Body Slam, and luckily I don't get Power Hex, which is really cool. So I'm able to get all of this good Leech Seed loving back and all of my whatever. I'm able to go for the Fire Punch, and right here I know he's carrying an Earthquake, and I know I can live at least one. So, and I actually live it really nicely, which is epic. So I'm just going to go for the Fire Punch so that I can burn this thing. Fearing it's a Chesto Resto or whatever, it doesn't really matter because, you know, now that it's burned, in the meantime, I'm free to do what I want because a burn's going to be doing minimum damage to anything of mine. That made no sense. The burn's going to cut his attack, so it wouldn't be able to do shit all to any of my pokes, which is really cool. So I'm able to go for the Choice Specs T-Bolt now onto the G-Dose, which is really cool. That is obviously a one-hit KO. And he brings this in, and I go for the T-Bolt, and I'm like, oh, it's all over, fool, and he rests. And I'm like, okay, no problem, I'll pawn you in your sleep. So I proceed to pawn in... Maybe I switch. So I switch into Heatran because I want to do major damage, and it's a Sleep Talk set, and it gets Earthquake. Rest, Earthquake, Body Slam, Sleep Talk, and I get Earthquake. What the flump? So anyway, I'm able to get off my Psychic, and I choose Psychic because it's Stab, and that does major damage, and I'm not liking it. So I'm going to chance it one more time. He wakes up, Sleep Talks. I'm like, yes, I can go for the win. So I Psychic. It lives with negative 500 HP, and then rests again. And I was like, oh my god, you're kidding me. I've got 4 pokes left. Give it up. But he doesn't. He keeps going strong. Goes for Sleep Talk. Luckily gets the Earthquake. I'm able to live. So at this point, I switch into, oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I'm thinking maybe I can set up some Leech Seed on this and then switch back into Azelf and get some HP back, which is really cool. So I'm just going to go with that. It wakes up, and yeah, I'm just going to take that really nicely again, which is fine. I'm still not minding that. I think if I had my Tran, my plan was I could just... I was fearing the Thick Fat ability, so I was pretty confident that I could just go for the Earth Power and do a nice amount of damage to it, but, you know, I think that would have been a 2-hit KO, because Snorlax's defenses aren't amazing, but they are pretty good. So going to TKF again, he's going to go for the Body Slam, he's going to... maybe not, that's next time. So I'm going to get lefties back and whatnot, get the Leech Seed back, which actually heals a lot of my HP, which is really cool. So, yeah, awesome stuff for me. Just going to go for another Body Slam, and I get Power Hexed, which sucks. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just not going to narrate this bit, guys. I mean, you guys can see the terminology behind all this. So, yeah, I mean, just enjoy this. It's going to go on for a little bit, but I'll just use this time to talk to you guys. So these are a few new pokes that I'm actually testing out, just kind of seeing how they're going. I am liking this Celebi on my team very much. It hasn't been OHKO'd yet. It's done its job very nicely. Definitely thinking about keeping that. The Feed Me Vaporeon is doing a pretty good job. It's only been in 2 Wi-Fi battles so far. It's okay, I have to admit. I'm thinking about keeping it also. I've scrapped the Electivire though that was on my team. That is definitely gone. It's too weak for me. I mean, I'm not really an offensive battler, in case you guys haven't noticed. I like to wear my opponents down slowly. And yeah, it's just not that great. So it gets a crit on the Earthquake there, and Power Hex, which is just fucking retarded. But anyway, yeah. So definitely keeping those guys. The Unmega Lead that I was using might stay. I'm not sure. Good prediction. So, yeah, I'm really not sure about that. The Azelf, I want to get rid of it, but I'm having a really hard time because a lot of people are saying how awesome it is. And it is awesome. I do love my Azelf. It does a really good job. It's Choice Specs with massive special attack and massive speed. So I didn't want to get rid of it because that thing can literally wipe out a whole team. So, you know, not really looking forward to getting rid of that. Trying to think of something else. My Ran, I might get rid of my Scarf Ran. It's actually proving to be pretty useless, so I might get rid of it, but I'm having a hard time trying to decide on what could replace it. Still not sure. I might ask, like, D-Mac, might PM King Daddy D-Mac and ask him if he's got any ideas for a replacement for a Scarf Ran. But anyway, there you go. So he had to go to dinner. Lol. So he runs, but I still had Celebi, Jirachi, and Feed Me. So I had 3 pokes there. He would have definitely ran out of PP and had to struggle himself to death. So the battle was won either way. But, you know, it really doesn't matter. I still say this to this day. It's still about the fun of the battle. And if I'm not having fun in a battle, then there's no point battling. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Please comment, like, and sub. I'm sorry I haven't brought you guys more Wi-Fi battles lately. I know a lot of you guys are liking the Wi-Fi battles and stuff. So, and for those of you guys that are following the walkthrough, I'll be getting up another walkthrough part tomorrow with any luck. I'm pretty sure I'm not doing anything tomorrow. But, yeah. Please like the video, guys. It helps me get noticed. And I want to get noticed because I want to take you guys with me. So, yeah, please comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.